Alright fellas, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to assemble these 14-inch photo etch wheels from Lowrider Model Car Parts website. Which, by the way, man, they got some great products. You guys might want to check them out. A little pricey, but I think it's worth it. So this is what I'm going to show you right now. This show with the first one, since this is my first time doing this particular setup. But once I got the hang of it, man, it's a piece of cake. So just look at the detail on how clean it looks. Yeah. So let's do this right here. I'm gonna need pretty much is a pair of pliers. And excuse my video, the quality of it. If it kind of fades, I'm gonna try to do it as clear as possible. But basically, let's take the rims out. It's 2-piece. As you can see right here, it's got the tire, one of the pieces, the inner rims, the outer rim, and the inner. So the outer rim, which is the thinner part, we're gonna put it back in the tire. I'm sorry, not back in the tire. The first thing we're gonna do is get one of the pieces, the photo etch pieces. I'm not sure if it looks clear enough. There you go. You see the little arrow? So there's 2 pieces. Both of them have that small little arrow. You want to make sure that when you assemble them, you line them up together. Here's the other piece I'm telling you about. So I'm not sure if you can see the arrow, man. Okay, I'm trying to have it to focus good, but oh man. Well, I'm trying. You see it, there it is. You see the arrow? Yeah, right there. So let's get the outer piece first. What we want to do is put it inside the tire first. So okay. So basically, get my tweezers, stretch the tire a little bit. Kind of want to be careful. You don't want to bend the photo etch piece. So you see how there it is. It's already kind of in there already. Doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. Once I put the back of the back of the rim, it should line up on its own, or I should be able to line it up better. So here we go. Okay, see what I mean? I already bent it a little bit. So let me stretch out that tire a little bit more. Get that rim in there. Get that spoke in there, I mean. Okay, that's good enough. It's not lined up, as you noticed, but okay. Now let's put the rear, the back of the rim in now. In here, let's line it up. Now let's get in here. See, I just push it in, right? So you gotta notice some grooves on the rim, like in here, like gaps. So I want to do, just get your rim from, turn it around, and basically just line it up. After that, once the rim is in, the back of the rim is there, it should be fairly easy. Like I said, be very careful not to bend it, or it's gonna become a problem. Okay, so kind of bended it right now. So I'm trying to just straighten up the spokes a little, just gently push down. So back of the rim, I'm looking on the back. Yep, looks pretty lined up now. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the other set of the other side of the spokes. This is pretty easy, guys. I got another pair of pliers here. You see with the flat nose pliers. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So I pretty much just grab my spoke like that. See that? And I'm just gonna bend it, just gently. Do it very, very, very gently. Don't go all crazy. Basically, what I'm trying to do here, because this part is a little little wider than the one I just put in on the tire, so we gotta bend it. So this is the front side of the wheel, which represents the front spokes. So I'm pretty much just bending it gently. Okay, just be careful not to bend the spokes too much, as they're very delicate. So what I'm trying to accomplish is kind of like a Kind of do like a groove like that if you're starting to notice how it looks. See that? Ah, it's camera, man. There we go. See how it's looking now? Kind of like a little flying saucer shape ordeal. Okay. So just spin it down to where you feel satisfied. And then what we're going to do, once you feel satisfied, kind of do a test fit, see if it'll just slide in there. If it doesn't slide right in, don't try to force it in. Just get this piece again and just continue bending it a little more. Okay. See, just the way I'm doing, I need a little more. I'm just going to bend it just a little bit more. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's sometimes not easy working with these pieces. Okay. I'm also doing a couple of other sets, but those are going to be the Detail Master photo etch wheels. I'm going to see if I could do a video on that one too. That one's slightly more complicated. And if you notice here, like I haven't used no glue so far, which is, man, it is a relief, because I did try to do it the first time and it was just making a mess and falling apart, and until I came up with this idea that just sliding it in first and it pretty much, you know, aligns itself with the wheel. So let's see here. Let's try this again. Let's do a test fit. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let me get my twister, see if I can bend them in there. See that? Oh yeah, no big. You know. Oh, remember the arrow? What I was talking about? Yeah, messed up right there. So now I gotta get it back out. A little tiny little arrow. Line it up with the one that's already on the inner rim. Where's that? Okay, here we go. And you'll be able to see it once you order the kit. You know what I'm talking about when it comes to the arrow. You just line them up, and that's it. You know. So look. Oh, almost had it. Oh man, and I forgot to put in a piece. No biggie. This one right here. This is where the spokes would assemble at, or the center of the wheel. So just put it right here like that. You see that? Put it where the white was showing. Put it in through the top like that. Just sit it down right there. See? No biggie. Now I get my spokes on the second part of the wheel, the ones I just bent. And yep, like that. Just slide them in there. Slide them in. Okay, here we go. Once they're in there, man, there's not much you gotta do. You just gotta kind of let it, you know, sit. Let it sit, you know. And again, I forgot the arrow, but no biggie. It's right there. Yeah. Trust me, guys. It's a lot easier than it looks. It's just, I'm not used to making these videos, but I figured I'd make one to help everybody that's struggling with this particular set. Okay, here we go. It would have been a lot easier with not wearing gloves, but the reason I'm wearing them is because I'm trying not to put a lot of body oil on the wheel, because then, you know, being that it's a tiny part, I might struggle a little bit putting it back in there. All right, here we go. Yep, there we go. All right. So you see how it's in there? Okay. So kind of just push it a little, make sure the edges are there. Okay. Now we get the outer piece of the rim. And all you gotta do is just simply slide it in, man. Check it out. Simply sliding it in. Gently, of course. And let's see here. Let's see if it's already there. Yep. And there it is, guys. Check it out. See how easy it is, man? It has a nice little clean look to it. I wish I could put it closer to the car. There we go. See that? And then we notice in the center, it shows a small little groove right here. See that? Like that little point right there. It's like a groove. So when you when you want to glue the spoke to it, which is the only time you're going to use glue, which, by the way, this is the glue I use. This is real good, man. It's a little pricey, but damn, it does wonders with these wheels. So one drop should be more than enough. You know, close it down. Let me see here. And what you want to do, you want to get a little brass. With that particular glue, you want to use some a small piece of brass. Unfortunately, it's showing out too blurry. Let me see if I can focus in better. Nope, fortunately I can't. There you go. Guess that's the best it should, but you see it. It's a small piece of brass. Same brass I used to make my door hinges. So now I'm gonna get my spinner here. I mean my knockoff spinner. What am I thinking about here? Just get my knockoff. Just okay. There we go. Now this is flat. You see that? It's flat. So, oh my gosh, this camera's not. There we go. See that? So what I like doing, I just like punching do like a punch. I use this file right here. It's round one. See what the point here? So all I do is just get the point in the center of the knockoff. Just kind of make a little groove. You don't have to go too deep. Just enough. Like press it gently. There you go. So that creates a groove. So when you put on the glue on your wheel here, it makes it a lot easier for that knockoff to just sit right there. So you don't have to be struggling, you know, lining it up and all that kind of stuff, you know. So there you go. If you ask me, this is the hardest part, hooking up gluing the spinner to, the spin. There we go again. There you go. I meant to say the knockoff. You see how that group right there? How I made that group? Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could show better. There we go. See that? Okay. Right there. So I'm just gonna put a small drop of glue right there. Like that. Oop, missed it. Okay, here we go. Just bear with me here. Here we go. So now very carefully, I'm gonna grab my wheel. Okay. And basically just put the knocker right there. Once it's there, you want to quickly line it up to the center. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, because that glue reacts pretty quick. Okay, there we go. It reacts pretty quick, so you want to do this process, this small process, fairly quick with the knockoff, because once it dries out, you're either gonna have to take it apart and glue it back on. See how I'm struggling a little bit here. Looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, so and again, if you feel like you bend your spokes in the process of bending the whole second piece, just kind of tap it in gently and they should straighten up. But if you tap too much, you run the risk of breaking them. So here it is, guys. It's that simple. I mean, it took me a little longer than what it should, but because I'm trying to focus on the camera, all that kind of good stuff. And here, there we go. See that? Done deal, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps. Once you get some practice, man, you could do this like within 5 minutes. I guess it took me a little longer this time because of the video. So take care, everybody.